Okay, welcome. It's Monday, October 28th. We are uh, bearing down on this exciting election day. I think for some of us, it's, I don't know, maybe exciting is not the appropriate word for it, but yeah, it is what it is. And, today's mindfulness practice will hopefully contribute to a more skillful way of handling the stress and the uncertainty and the chaos, no matter which side of the fence you find yourself on. It sounds like in my experience, it sounds pretty stressful for everyone. Everyone's pretty keyed up. So great time to practice this thing called mindfulness. And just to put it into context, there are only 2 days a year when nothing can be done. One is yesterday and one is tomorrow. So today is the right day to love, accept ourselves, be kind, and do all these positive things that we do here. And in essence, it just boils down to just let's practice being who we want to be. And I think one of the prerequisites to this kind of practice is the ability and the capacity to be with what is, right? Just to be in direct contact with reality. And so, what I mean specifically there, the reality of our inner experience of ourselves, our inner experience of what's happening all around us. So the stress, the anxiety, the love, the open-heartedness, like all of it, right? It's really just about um, what does Jack Kornfield calls it, full catastrophe living, which I think is kind of a good word for it, right? So full catastrophe living, just being in the middle of this whole crazy endeavor of being a human being, and then taking on the this what we're doing here, which is saying, yeah, and I get to participate in it. I'm not just a hapless victim of it. I get to train and practice my ability to be here. And the reason that matters is because of this. I've shown this before. It's endlessly fascinating to me to watch this. So this is a time lapse photography of neurons in action. And of course, they are constantly changing and evolving and communicating with other clusters of neurons nearby. And when we do what we're doing here today, we stimulate this. The key here is that we are directing um, the activity of these neurons. That's why it's called self-directed positive neuroplasticity. We're choosing the kinds of states of mind and states of experience that we want to have in this moment. And so let's go ahead and practice that in terms of being present. So let's start by closing our eyes. And immediately as you close your eyes, see if you can bring your attention inward. Whatever that means, however that resonates, whatever you experience inward attention, just do that. Allow yourself to notice what's going on inside the body. We can start by noticing what it's like to have feet that are in contact with the ground. And usually we take this for granted. So right now it's just about becoming aware of what's usually automatic and just obvious to us. So what's it like to have a body that's in contact with the ground right now? Wiggle your toes. What's it like to have a body that's in contact with a chair or a seat or a car, wherever you might find yourself? Notice the sensation of the chair supporting the body. Just for a few minutes, let it be the way it is. Maybe there's some discomfort, maybe there's an achiness, maybe there's none of that. Doesn't really matter. The goal is just to allow whatever's there to be witnessed and moving your attention to your hands. And first, just notice, where are your hands? On your lap? Are they in contact with whatever chair you're sitting in? Temperature? Bring your full attention to hands. And slowly moving the focus of attention to the lungs, chest, just being present with breath coming and going. This happens all day long. Body's breathing in and out. And yet most of the time we just take it for granted. We don't even notice it. Just becoming aware, curious. Just like the video I showed you of these synaptic connections being activated and growing between neurons. Imagining the whole process of what it takes for the body to have lungs, or breathing, bringing oxygen in, allowing the blood, heart to pump oxygen rich blood throughout our body. And with each out breath, pushing out the CO2 and any other waste the body doesn't need. Just spending a moment bearing witness to this miracle happens all the time. We have this tendency of just referring to breath or breathing as if it's the same thing all the time. But the truth is, every single breath is a unique experience. The question is, can we notice that, or can we be aware of the uniqueness of each in breath and out breath? And then noticing mental activity. The mind never stops. The brain is always thinking, is always experiencing. So see if right now, just for a moment, you can bear witness to the thinking mind, activity in the brain, in terms of images and stories, words. It raises this interesting question of if we're able to witness the mind thinking, remembering, and believing, who's noticing? Who's looking in from the outside, noticing the brain doing all of these activities? And who notices when the mind goes down the rabbit hole of certain thoughts or beliefs, or who or what notices and is able to say, oh, right, let me just come back to just bearing witness to all of it. Just bearing witness to feet touching the ground, body sitting in the chair, lungs breathing, brain thinking, remembering. We can just kind of watch it all happening. And whenever we take the stance as the witnesser and the observer, it's always now. It's always the present moment when this is happening. Go ahead, go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose, long exhale through the mouth. Hold the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose, long exhale through the mouth. Letting go, relaxing, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, open your eyes. Come on back. Yeah, I think the main takeaway for today is it's always now. And that part of us that knows that or can connect with it is that part that is able to witness everything that's going on, including thoughts, memories, sensations, emotions. When we're able to see all of that happening, it automatically puts us in the now. So hope that's helpful. Hope to see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.